So this is a brand new smart band from Xiaomi, the Smart Band 9, and it's very affordable. We'll run through some of the key features and things like that on this particular smart band. I got myself a new knife for unboxing things because my other knife has disappeared. I think it's called the Para knife. So let's start by getting this out of the box then. So there's the smart band itself. You got the silicone strap here. This is fantastic if you're doing any sort of water-based sports. First impressions are, I do like the design. It's very simple, very sleek. I do not see a power button on this device, so we might need to plug it in to get it to boot up for the first time. Anyway, let's see what else we got in here. Proprietary magnetic charger, USB-A to magnetic connector. It's pretty nice and simple. The actual band itself just has this little pin here, and that just goes through there and then locks in. In order to actually boot it up for the first time, I did have to connect it to the power supply. So there we go, we've got QR code. So we need this Mi Fitness app. It is an APK which isn't on the actual Play Store by the looks of it at this point. Activity info, UK is the region. And then it looks like you can have a profile, like a cartoon version of yourself within the fitness app. Or you could go with the standard one. Let's go with the cartoon one. So there we go, there's my little avatar. You can see straight away there's some cool stuff here. Sleep tracking, heart tracking, steps, calories, movement data, standing, blood oxygen, stress, weight, VO2 max, blood pressure and blood sugar. This is actually very, very good for a £35 watch. And we got a little bit of a tutorial now on how to use the watch. So you can swipe left and right to navigate through different windows, I guess. I'm impressed with the screen as well. Very, very impressed with the screen. First impressions. Good colors, good brightness, good amount of information right there before you even do any customization on this. So there we go, we're in the features here. You can see you got the stats, your workout, your activity, running courses, training state, heart rate, vitality, SpO2, sleep, stress, weather, alarms, Mi Smart Hub. I wonder if that's some kind of smart home stuff. And then the settings, and then we've got more as well. So there's more little widgets you can add to the home screen. Music control, camera access as well. Anyway, this is the band so far. I am impressed with the screen quality. Surprised to not see buttons on it straight away, but the navigation of the watch is pretty straightforward. Anyone who's used a smartphone in recent years will be familiar with the sort of swiping back and forwards for the different pages. You got your swipe down for your notifications, and then swipe up to go to all of the other apps. So yeah, it's pretty decent. On the home screen by default, you do have your calories, your steps, this bar across the bottom. I'm not entirely sure what that is. You got your battery life on there as well, and the date and time. So yeah, pretty nice. Price in the UK, $34.99, which is very, very reasonable for the features that I've seen so far. Let's see what else they advertise here. So the frame itself is metal. I believe it's aluminium. There's 4 different colors here. So you got the pink, you got the green, the white and the blue. Up to 21 days battery life, which is very, very good for a fitness band like this, especially one that does sleep tracking. 150 sports modes. Pretty much everything you'd need from a fitness band in terms of sports tracking should be there if you got 150. Yeah, it's comfortable. It's very lightweight. I don't even feel like that's on my wrist at this point. All-round sleep monitoring. So it looks like you do get a sleep animal, which seems to be something that a lot of companies are doing these days. It tracks your sleep and then it'll say your sleep animal is whatever. Improved heart rate monitoring in SpO2. So that's your blood oxygen. That can help you with sort of analyzing your recovery times after workouts and things like that. The fact is that this is an AMOLED means that it's very power efficient. So the black areas of the display are not using any power. This one here on the right, the silver one, looks like it's got a metal bracelet. So if you want something to be a bit more fashionable, that is an option. Check out this one for the ladies. It looks like it's leather and metal. 1200 nits peak brightness. That's very respectable. That's more or less what you get on an iPhone, 1200 nits. It does depend on how they measure that though. Is it like the entire display or is it just a small part of the display? 60 Hz refresh rate. Yeah, it's very smooth so far. I like the animation speed and that kind of stuff, so impressed with that. Automatic brightness adjustment, so that does mean that this smart band has a sensor in it, a light sensor, so it can detect if it's night or day and adjust the brightness according to that scenario, which is good. Again, that will help with the power efficiency. Classy, vibrant, all metal design. It's nice and lightweight. It does feel and look premium. Definitely more expensive than what you would think you would get for a £35 smart band. Size is 10.95 millimeter, 15.8 gram. Midnight black, that's the one I got here. We've got Glacier, Silver, Mystic Rose, and Arctic Blue. I think if I was choosing one, I'd probably go for this one personally. So I'm glad they sent this one over. Here are some of the other styles you've got. So this band, in fact, I do have it here. So let's have a look at this and see how easy it is to switch the bands out. Here is the other band. As you can see, it's got Velcro on it. So there's little buttons underneath just here. And that pops out nice and easily. And these just click back in. Minimum effort, which is always good. There we go. That's how easy it is to change the bands. Super easy. This one's actually more comfortable than the silicone one. And here we go, here's all of the styles. So there's some really cool ones here. I do like the look of this black metal one that they've got. There's a leather one here, and that one looks leather as well. This one that looks like a handbag strap is the Mystic Rose Smart Band with Xiaomi chain strap. Let's have a look at the next one. Oh, so I do have one of these as well. So you don't necessarily have to wear this as a watch because you can wear it around your neck like a piece of jewelry. And I do have right here the pendant. So let's get a look at this. It's kind of like a dog tag. Pretty cool actually. Here goes a nice chain. Let's see how easy this is now to fit into this pendant. There we go. So now, instead of just wearing it on your wrist, you can wear it like a chain, like a piece of jewelry. You don't want to wear a watch, just wear a necklace instead. And then you can still track all of your steps and running and all that kind of stuff. I don't think this is going to be quite as accurate as wearing it on your wrist, but you can keep it with you. And that's also going to get all your notifications and all that kind of stuff as well. So that's really cool. Hundreds of watch faces to suit your mood. There's a high precision sensor for more accurate tracking. Usually when they say that, it usually means they've improved it since the previous one. Whole day heart rate monitoring, which is cool. If it's tracking 24/7 and it can last 21 days, that's very, very impressive. All day blood oxygen tracking as well. All day stress monitoring, breath training, women's health management. You just program in the dates and stuff like that, and then it can predict. You get the sleep animal and also sleep tips. So yes, it does give you advice on how to improve your sleep, which is good. And you can manage the displays. And here we have all of the different ones within the app. There are a ton here by the looks of it. Some fun ones as well. So these are the online ones, and there are local ones. So these are the ones that are pre-installed on the smart band straight away. I do like the standard one because it has a lot of information on it straight away. But if you want something a bit more stylish, you could change it up at any time. See how easy it is to install. There we go, instantly we have the new concise display. And if you scroll down, you'll see all of the settings that you have. So your app notifications, incoming calls. You can add more widgets as well. So more stuff to the home screens. You can have two top and bottom as opposed to just one that takes up the whole screen, which is really cool. It means you can maximize the space, which is really nice to see that amount of control there with the displays. Find device. So if you ever lose it as well, you can trigger a vibration on the smart band to find it, which is cool. So as you can see, you got this vitality score. So we've seen similar things to this on other smartwatches before. It gives you an overall score for how healthy you're being, how active you're being. So you can keep an eye on your activity and feel better about yourself when you see a high score. And this is cool, check this out. So this is the running clip that goes on your shoe. It looks like you could probably clip it anywhere, but it's clever to have it on your shoe because That's probably the best way to track your steps. Let's get a look at this thing, the running clip. So it's kind of like a rubberized cradle for the band. It's got a little latch here. You can pop this, click it back down. Pops in there. And there we go. You've got your clip on fitness tracker. Ideal for walking and running and things like that. But if you want to get all of the heart rate stats and things like that, you want to be using the wrist straps. I do like the way there is more than one way to use this compared to like most smartwatches. The only way to use it is to wear it on your wrist. This one you can wear it around your neck or on your shoe or anywhere on your clothing, and then also you can wear it as a fashion thing with the different bands that they have. You definitely get a lot for your money, more so than you do with some more expensive smartwatches maybe. And here's the breakdown of the battery life. So 21 days typical battery, 9 days with the always on display activated. I do like always on displays, but even with that on, 9 days battery life is very, very impressive. And then 6.6 days if you're using heavy load mode. And then you've got your 5 atmospheres water resistance, so 50 meters. And it does say there in small print, do not use the leather and braided straps for these kind of scenarios. And here's one of the big upgrades that they seem to mention a lot, and it is the upgraded linear motor. So 20 unique vibration patterns. This is fantastic because you can customize the notifications to give different patterns, and that way you know what notification it is without even looking at your phone or the watch. Yeah, it's impressive. Very, very impressive. £35, and it does a lot of the stuff you get in much more expensive smartwatches. And before we go, I'll show you the homepage here. So this is what the app itself looks like. So you have your little avatar here, calories, movement, standing hours, blood oxygen, stress, all of the stuff you'd expect. That's not my actual weight, if you're wondering. Definitely heavier than that. Yeah, it's good. It's very, very good. I'm impressed for the money. Nice.